My friends, today we are going to see about the bipolar mood disorders. Here we are going to see about the bipolar affective disorder, manic depressive disorders and all. So in detail we are going to see about what are the mood disorders, what are the etiology, what is the clinical manifestations, and what is the role of nurse in the bipolar mood disorders, what is the treatment pattern for the bipolar mood disorders. So we are going to beginning with the bipolar mood disorder. So what is bipolar mood disorder? Definition: the condition is characterized by this is the condition is characterized by recurrent episodes of mania and depressions in the same patient at different times. See, is the disease condition characterized by recurrent episodes of mania and depression in the same patient at different times. See, here we are going to see about the recurrent episodes of the mania and depression in the same patient. In one patient only, we are going to see two disease conditions at the different times. See, it is the disease condition is characterized by recurrent episodes of mania and depressions in the same patient at different times. Typically, the patient experiences extreme highs alternating with extreme lows. Interpreted between the highs and lows are periods of normal mood. Onset usually occurs between the ages of 20 to 30 years. See, it is the typically the patient experiences extreme highs, either mania or hypomania, alternating with extreme lows, that is depression. Interprets between the highs and lows are periods of normal mood, and the onset usually occurs between 20 to 30. See, it usually occurs between the 20 to 30 years of age. Next, we will move on to classification. So first one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode hypomania. See, classified into 6, that is, first one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode hypomania. Second one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode mania without psychotic symptoms. And third one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode mania with psychotic symptoms. And fourth one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode severe depression without psychotic symptoms. And fifth one, bipolar affective disorder, current episodes severe depression with psychotic symptoms. And sixth one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode mixed. So this is the classification of the bipolar mood disorders. They are classified into 6, that is bipolar affective disorder, current episode hypomania. Second one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode mania without psychotic symptoms. Third one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode mania with psychotic symptoms. Fourth one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode severe depression without psychotic symptoms. Fifth one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode severe depression with psychotic symptoms. And sixth one, bipolar affective disorder, current episode mixed. Next, we'll move on to etiology. Sorry, signs and symptoms of the mood disorders. First one, manic phase. Under the manic phase, impaired judgment, impulsivity, rapid speech with frequent topic changes, excessive social extroversion, and increased psychomotor activities. See, in that manic phase, he will look like impaired judgment. He cannot able to judge properly. Impulsivity changes, rapid speech with frequent topic changes. He is going to speak very fast with suddenly he is going to change the topics. And excessive social extortion and increased psychomotor activity. Next is diagnosis. Sorry, signs and symptoms. Another phase is depressive phase. That is, under the depressive phase, low self-esteem, feeling of hopelessness and apathy, anhedonia, and suicidal ideation, psychomotor retardation. See, in the depressive phase, the signs and symptoms will be a person who feels like low self-esteem. He is going to lose the self-confidence. and a feeling of hopelessness and apathy, inactivity, and you will feel liking hopelessness, and hardinia and suicidal ideation, psychomotor retardation. Next, we'll move on to diagnosis. Another diagnosis. So, what are the diagnostic procedures we are going to conduct for the mood disorders? First one, physical examination and mental examination we have to conduct. See, physical examination we have to see how either he has reached these milestones, what is the physical condition of his body, and mental examination we have to know about his milestones of the growth and development, and we have to go for the CT scan for more studies. MRI and EEG is done to check neurological condition. Electroencephalogram should be preferred to check the neurological condition, and nutritional status examination should be done. Treatment we can provide lithium, valproic acid, carbamazepine, antidepressants, and antipsychotics if necessary. So this is about the mood, bipolar mood disorder, bipolar affective disorder. Next topic is we are moving to recurrent depressive episode. Here we are going to see what is recurrent depressive episode. This disorder is characterized by current depressive episodes. The current episode is specified as mild, moderate, and severe without psychotic symptoms, severe with psychotic symptoms. See, this disorder is characterized by recurrent depressive episodes. The current episodes is specified as mild, moderate, and severe without psychotic symptoms, severe with psychotic symptoms. This is the definition of the recurrent depressive episode disorder. Next, we'll move on to classification of persistent mood disorder. That is, first one, classification of persistent mood disorder are first one, cyclothymia, dysthymia, third one, other persistent mood disorder, and fourth one, persistent mood disorder unspecified. So classified into 4 types. That is, first one cyclothymia, second one dysthymia, third one other persistent mood disorder, and fourth one persistent mood disorder unspecified. Now we'll see what is cyclothymia. Cyclothymia, it is characterized by short periods of mild depression alternating with short periods of hypomania between the depressive and manic episodes. Brief periods of normal mood occur. See, it is characterized by cyclothymic disorder is characterized by short periods of mild depression alternating with short periods of hypomania between the depressive and manic episodes. Brief periods of normal mood occur. See, it is characterized by short periods of mild depression. Is going to get the mild depression in the short periods, alternating with short periods of hypomania. Alternating with short periods of hypomania, and between the depressive and manic episodes, brief periods of normal mood occur. Both depressive and hypomanic phases are shorter and less severe than those in bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 disorders. Next, we'll move on to etiology. Etiology as genetic factors, family history of bipolar disorder, major depression, substance abuse, suicide in many patients. See, genetic factors is the most common causative factors here. And family history of bipolar disorder, and major depressions, substance abuse, or suicide in many patients. This is about the etiological factors of persistent mood disorder. Next is the clinical features. Clinical features are classified into 2: hypomanic phase and depressive phase. In hypomanic phase, the patient feels insomnia. First one, he feels the insomnia, hyperactivity, and physical restlessness. And third one is the aggressiveness. And fourth one is increased productivity. So in that hypomanic phase, insomnia, hyperactivity and physical restlessness, aggressiveness, and fourth one is the increased productivity. This is comes under the hypomanic phase, that is insomnia, hyperactivity and physical restlessness, aggressiveness, increased productivity. And second one is depressive phase. In that depressive phase, the patient looks like insomnia or hypersomnia, either lack of sleep or excess sleep, a feeling of inadequate and a decreased productivity, and social withdrawal and suicidal ideations. So in that depressive phase, these are the common factors: insomnia or hypersomnia, feeling of inadequate, decreased productivity, social withdrawal, and suicidal ideations. And loss of libido or interest in pleasurable activities, lethargy. These are the examples for depressive phase under the clinical features. Next one is diagnosis based on ICD-10 criteria. Rule out physical and psychiatric disorders. We have to find out the physical and psychiatric disorders that can mimic cyclothymic disorder. Either it can be mimic cyclothymic disorder, for example, endocrine disorders, uremia, vitamin deficiency, epilepsy, and borderline personality disorders, mood disorders caused by substance abuses, etc. So these are the factors we have to check for the diagnosis, that is rule out physical and psychiatric disorders. Next, we move on to treatment modalities, that is lithium can be preferable, lithium, carbamazepine, valproic acid, antidepressant, individual psychotherapy has to provide, and couple or family therapy should be given to the patient. So once again, I will repeat for the treatment modalities: lithium, carbamazepine, valproic acid, antidepressant, individual psychotherapy, and couple or family therapy. Next, we'll move on to nursing interventions. Explore ways to help patient cope with frequent mood changes. We have to explore the ways to help patient cope with frequent mood changes. We have to explore to the patient, help to patient cope with frequent mood changes. To change his mood. And the second one, encourage occasional opportunities that allow flexible hours. We have to encourage the patient to occasional opportunities that allow flexible hours. We have to encourage the patient for occasional opportunities that allow flexible hours. We have to fix the hours to do the work, and encourage patients with artistic ability to pursue their talents as a creative outlets. We have to encourage the patients with artistic ability to pursue their talents as a creative outlets. So this is about the nursing interventions. So thanks for watching. If you like this topic, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.